What is up, HotMakers? How you doing? Welcome to HotMakes right here on the edge of tech with my man, the Pooch. How you doing, Pooch?
That's me. I'm great, man. How are you doing?
Oh man, I'm great. It is gorgeous here. It's like I don't even know what we got. We got 65-ish.
Oh,
And no humidity. Oh, I'm sorry, 68. No humidity. I actually have two garage doors, so I have them both up a little, so I got some air flowing.
back in the garage.
It is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm
Good,
back here.
good.
I don't have Lindsay's stuff behind me today.
Nice, nice. And,
How's it out there? I know you're in the Cali.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think we're in the 80s today. It doesn't usually get too humid out here where I am, but it can get hot. And in the shop before I had AC installed and all that stuff, it was really hot. But we're good now. We got a little window of moderate temperature before the real heat hits in probably a couple of weeks.
Right. Well, I know. We are probably a little late to this party because it happened after our last show. But I just wanted to say, I guess, express our feelings for 3D Jimmy. He passed away last week. I know there's been a lot of shows since, and a lot of people talking about it. But feel free to use all caps today for 3D Jimmy. I see a bunch of people doing it already. And I do agree, Old Curmudgeon, there needs to be a persistent caps lock on mobile devices, because all week after that happened, most of the time I was watching anything was on mobile, and I had to caps it every time and make sure it worked. But
so does that mean every time? So I know you can do that, like double tap the shift to like lock it, but then every time you have to go back, you got to do that thing again. Huh?
Every time I want to type again on my phone, I have to hold the button, and it'll lock it in caps. And
Gotcha.
So if anyone out there is wondering why we're all doing caps, 3D Jimmy always typed in caps. From what I remember, I thought he had like a site thing or something like that. It doesn't matter. He always used caps, and so a bunch of us started doing that. Also, the palm trees. Tom Llama is throwing the palm trees. You can hit that as much as you want as well. But RIP. Yeah, 3D Jimmy. If I can talk. Man, you were awesome. I really appreciate all the info, the chats we had, emails and chats, and the help that he's provided to the community. So you'll be missed a lot. I know that some people are doing some things out there, so watch around the community for that. But I know. Yeah, it's rough when someone in the community, that's in a lot of our streams, passes away or goes away or whatever.
It's true. I mean, he was a persistent figure in a lot of people's channels and stuff like that, and he will definitely be missed. So condolences to his family, and I'm really glad to see the community, kind of rallied behind his memory with the palm trees and the caps. I think that's really cool.
I think that is awesome. I even saw earlier, I think I saw an all caps #BlamePooch. So
I'm used to people yelling at me anyway. So it's like, whether it's in tribute to 3D Jimmy or just people, it's right. It's good. We won't think you're yelling at us. I think it's a cool way to pay tribute. Very unique. Very unique.
Right. Well, yeah, and we're definitely all gonna miss him. I know it was kind of a shocking thing, and So, anyways, if you out there are watching, I think a couple people out there have had some contact with his wife. If you know if anything special going on the community can do to help, let us know, and we'll definitely get it out there for us too. So, cool. Other than that, how's your week?
This has been an exciting week. Really, I mentioned before, I'm in a new shop. Hopefully, the last of the moves for the foreseeable future. But I finished epoxying all the floors over the weekend. So Evan and Caitlin do their epoxy on the tables and stuff, and I was just more practical, just epoxy the floors, and it's a cool thing. I don't know if you've ever epoxied like your garage floor or anything like that, but I'm a fan of it because I feel like it makes you more diligent about keeping everything tidy. It's like you're gonna think twice about when you spill something on the floor, like just letting that stay, when you just spent the weekend getting the floor all nice and pretty, right? So and it kind of adds a lot more polish and professionalism to the whole thing. So it's
it looks really good. Did you add the little flake?
No, we did. Everybody asked about the flakes, man. They want the flakes. I didn't do the sprinkles.
Sprinkles?
No, I'm a purist. I just wanted that khaki, that pure khaki, It was a toss up between the gray and the khaki. I went khaki. I don't know.
All business, no sprinkles. Gee.
I'll put my flare in elsewhere. But anyway, we got that going. About to get I'm hoping I'll have the lasers hooked up tonight. I had to get the ducting installed. The landlord had to check off or sign off on the venting for all of that. And we're building a 3D printing room, which is really cool. Nice. So that'll hopefully be groundbroken. Engineering's done on that. Should be hopefully this week. Start probably a week out before we actually start framing it. But it's cool. It's exciting. Lots of good stuff going.
Michael Cassell says the flakes hide the imperfections. I like it. You think it'll hide the giant crack that's going right through my garage?
The crack, concrete cracks, man, and that's just part of the beauty of it. There are huge cracks still running through the whole thing. Truthfully, if I had done it right, I should have probably, sealed up and filled the cracks, but then they show up again after a while. So I just and there's a limited amount of time and stuff I could do it.
No, you're good. We found out after we were pouring a new patio on the other side of the garage here. And when they dug it all out to get it ready, it was hollow under that side. And it was only maybe this deep, so it wasn't sitting on a big garage header or anything like that. And there was a crack, and I was like, well, that explains where that comes from, because it comes right there and it runs all the way.
Like the slab wasn't that thick right there? It was just a little...
It was like maybe this thick tops.
2-3 inches? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would say it was probably more like 4 to 5 inches, but he said normally when they pour the outside of the garage, they dig a little deeper and they pour a bigger ring.
Right, the footer, right. That didn't exist. Depends. Yeah. Oh, wow. So it was just a straight slab.
Straight slab, and there's a big giant crack right through the center. I kind of like it. I can just I don't know what I can do. I can fall into it, I guess, but no.
It's inevitable. I've done some concrete work. I mean, you obviously put your pressure joints in and stuff, and hopefully you can control where the crack is. But
right.
It's all about prep work with everything, right? So
right.
The better you compact and grade everything and all that stuff, the less likely you are to have a crack. Make sure water's managed. Blah 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 blah.
Zolan, oh man, Zolan says, let's see, hearing about flakes and crack was confused at first.
What are we talking about?
Oh, nice. Looks like Mad Monkey's on the couch just chilling. Hopefully you're doing better.
It's a good place to be, Mad Monkey.
Yeah, definitely.
He went outside today.
Put a rug over it. I like it.
it. Throw a bird on it. What was that show, Portlandia? You ever see that? That was their answer to everything. Throw a bird on it. Art.
So what we got today? What are you thinking?
Oh man. Well, obviously we got HotMakes. I got a good rant. I'm really fired up about this one. So I know I still owe you some footage for the intro segment, but we'll rough it the way we always have. What do you think? I thought it might be fun to do something new. Maybe like a reaction video. And this is kind of cheating because I wanted to find something interesting that I hadn't seen before that I could kind of surprise you with.
Right.
So maybe that's the way to do it. But we could have other people submit it to us as well. But reaction videos are all the rage these days. But I wanted something that was like maker centric, like some epic makes, something like that. And I found this really cool just montage of neat makes, and the video was actually made just about a year ago, but it's got some really great stuff in it. I wanted to see how you reacted to it, so I thought maybe we could play that, and we could get your first impressions of some stuff. I thought that'd be fun. Yeah.
Should we go audio or no audio? What do you think?
Well, it's just music in the background, so it's but it's royalty free.
Hopefully.
You just keep it down low or whatever, just something, or mute it entirely.
Let me do.
Oh, here we go. Look at that.
Yeah, is that better?
A man in his toucan. That's gnarly, man. I don't know how something like that happens.
Yeah, that's rough. The toucan there, but it looks like before I hit play here, it looks like he actually 3D printed a full bill.
Yeah.
That kind of looks like it slides over the old one like a prosthetic.
Zolan says reaction vids are so 2018. Yeah, well, we're going back to 2018, Zolan. We've been locked in the house all the damn time.
I love it.
Come up with other stuff to do.
2018. I never reacted to this video. No.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's see what happens here.
All right.
We're gonna start with the good old Oh,
It's like a little kid birds of yeah. Give it a little audio.
yeah.
Okay, now check this out. Check this out. Pause this real quick. So this is a prosthesis, and we've talked about prostheses before, but like this is a really cool like 3D printed metal exoskeleton style one.
Titanium, it says.
Yeah, pretty wild, right? How'd you like to be walking around with that? I mean, yeah.
If this was a hot or not, it would be hot.
Yeah, I got definitely hot. Like you could put, what if you could put little like light effects inside of it and stuff too? All kinds of pimp your prostheses options there.
That would be awesome. Light it up. What we got next? All right. So we got paintings that let blind people touch to see them.
Get some sense of it, you know. Okay,
cool.
Here's another prosthetic.
Another prosthetic, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I don't know. A lot of these I hadn't seen. I mean, I've seen a ton of different stuff, but a lot of these I hadn't seen. Look at this guy.
Stop it here for a minute. This is a Chihuahua in a roller skate.
Well, but it's not actually a roller skate. Like that was actually purpose made for that. Like you could put a Chihuahua in a roller skate, but it doesn't have the same pack. That's not a. But it's using rollerblade wheels.
I mean, I would love to see a Chihuahua in a roller skate, but at the same time, this is awesome. This is genius. He's crippled, and I guess this is how he gets.
You have no way of telling if he's enjoying it or if he's absolutely terrified by it, though, right? And what if he accidentally rolls down a hill?
Oh God! You and Todd says they see me rolling.
Exactly.
I love it. You know, I'd say throw some electronics on this thing. Let's drive him around. I like it.
I mean, he's small enough. You could probably put a small drone together for him. He is real drive.
Okay, time out. I don't even know what to say about this. It is a T-Rex spitting on your face while you shower.
I think that's just a good punk. It's like my roommate just put it on there, so I guess the shower head is a T-Rex head now. It's a good way to do it, right?
I mean,
surprise!
I don't know who comes up with a T-Rex on the shower head, but I mean, a Velociraptor. Wouldn't that make more sense?
Maybe. I don't know. Well,
why?
It seems arbitrary to me.
Don't the Velociraptor spit?
Was that the Velociraptor? No, wasn't that? It was a different one. Or was it the Velociraptor? And it was a kind of an acidic spit?
Yeah.
It was a Velociraptor, wasn't it? Huh.
Joel used to sell the T-Rex shower head, Steven the Lightspeed said. Sorry, Joel.
Back when he was doing the cookie cutters too. Like
was this his bathroom?
Early Joel. I don't think so.
All right.
It says an apartment. I don't think he lived in an apartment.
Yeah, hey, probably not, but that would be awesome.
Yeah, see, no, it wasn't the raptor. It was like a little one. It was like one of the little guys that spit it. And they ate that one guy. Sorry.
It's a Google logo for his desk in a wheelchair. All right, that's cool.
I'm not sure what that's
All right. Now this is awesome.
You like that?
This is a pre-printed shell for a tortoise. I've seen a couple of these, not particularly this one.
Yeah.
But for one, I didn't know they could come out of their shell. All right.
I don't think they're supposed to.
But for two, like how do you get them in the new one? Like it's not a snail or something where they just change shells.
You don't think it's a snap fit? Snap fit.
It might be, I guess.
It's hard to tell it's 3D printed. It almost looks like it's paper mache.
Yeah.
But from that picture, but my concern would be, a tortoise is out in the sun all day. So what are they doing for UV resistance on this thing? Like, what's going to keep it from breaking down? Like, what's the material? So many questions.
Steven says, ask them very nicely, then they'll change shells. Oh, man. Their shell is attached like a fingernail.
Oh, that sounds painful. Ugh.
Oh, man. They don't come out of their shell. Yeah, I've seen some pictures where some have mangled shells, and then, someone reprints shells. I think you're right. They go around it.
Right.
But whoever did this did a phenomenal paint job, too.
Pimp your tortoise.
Pimp your tortoise. It's a slow ride.
Gamera.
All right.
That's
It's a doorstop.
A doorstop?
Yeah.
A Hodor? Hodor?
All right.
A cast?
Yeah, a 3D printed cast so you could take a shower.
Okay. It looks so shiny. Is it resin? What is it?
I don't know. It's smooth.
They polyurethaned it afterward or something.
That's probably it. It's very smooth.
Yeah,
probably polyurethaned afterwards. Yeah,
pimp your cast. A lot of pimping happening here. Yeah. Okay.
That is cool. I like this idea. I really, working in a hospital, I really like the idea of the 3D printed prosthetics and casts and stuff like that, because I think this is a great way to use it. Very, in a great way, I guess I should. We have some 3D printers at the hospital in our cancer center, but
what are they used for stuff like that?
They use them they print from what I understand, blocks. They like custom blocks for like faces and stuff like that. So when they're doing their treatments, it blocks out that area.
Oh.
So that's a very high level thing, because I don't quite understand how it all works, but that's what they told me. I was like, hey, why don't I work here?
You should get some details on that. That sounds interesting.
I should. If they would talk to me, I would definitely go do a quick interview or like a segment for us.
Yeah, you and Todd's right. That does look like plastic dip, or maybe like a.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What the Franken cat is this? All right, is that cat happy?
I don't know. Are any cats happy?
I mean, I have two happy cats.
Are they happy? Can you tell?
I think they're happy. They're just not exactly excited about the new human in the house. But I think what's going on here is the cat's running from whatever's on that lady's leg.
It could be.
No. Anyway,
I'm not entirely sure how that works. Is it bolted to the cat? It does look like it's got net plugs like a Frankenstein cat.
It's a walking assistant. I don't know.
Well, if it's learning to walk, obviously it has some disabilities. I don't think we're gonna go to hell for making fun of disabled cats, man.
I don't think it at all. We should make fun of disabled cats. I just saw this, and what to me it looks like is if you see some people who get in accidents who have like all the pins and rods sticking out. That kind of reminds me here. Like, is that really going into the cat, or?
I don't know. We don't have details, but
hey, on the bright side, the person behind the cat, awesome tattooage going on. I love the ink.
Yeah. Okay. Good tat review right there by Nerdy J. This is hilarious. Look at what he did. What? He made a 3D printed face, and then a 3D print looked like his face is face off. That's solid. That's a solid Halloween. That wins Halloween in my book right there.
3D printed his own face so you could take it off?
Yeah. Face off.
We need more information on how to do this.
I love that.
Sarah Johnson says she can keep cats alive, plants I kill. Oh,
that's good.
Oh man. This is awesome. I think Halloween is going to be different this year.
Oh, we're going to have some fun talking about Halloween this year. I think people are going to have a lot of time on their hands to do some hot-back Halloween. Okay, here's another look at that cast, right? But this is neat variant on it because apparently it's got ultrasound attached to it to supposedly help the bone heal faster.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the science around this? I'm curious. Is this oscillation?
My stepmom broke her ankle or her foot, and they gave her an ultrasound kind of machine to use at home, and she used it and it helped her heal faster. Yeah, so I'm assuming maybe this is where it's broken in this area, and they're using that to hold the ultrasound parts in, and that's awesome.
Concentrate the vibrations. It's pretty fascinating. I'm curious what degree. I mean, that looks pretty. So unlike that other one we just saw, this one seems pretty formed to this person, this one individual. So there's probably some casting and prep and actual fabrication. But I mean, that looks pretty cool. I mean, even if you just did something to make an exoskeleton, obviously a lot of the cosplayers could comment on what it would take to do something like that. But that's pretty epic right there. I like that.
So Zolan says let's see, have done it on my back for PT, and Old Curmudgeon says sonic treatments are a thing.
They're a thing. I would love to know more about the science behind why
it works. Yeah.
Works.
All right. I'm rocking over here.
And look at that.
Okay, what the hell?
Bong Corgi. Do you think he's happy?
No. Why?
It's a muzzle. It's a very stylish muzzle, but that poor dog.
Is that what it is?
Well, or is it
like
one of those? It's like one of those dragon like armor plate things.
Is it like a corgi skull or?
No. It's like you've seen those like the dragon like the armor that they would put over a horse or something like that.
Yeah, I suppose.
Bone style. I think it's isn't it a Game of Thrones thing or something?
No.
I don't know.
Not hot.
Not a fan of muzzling corgis.
That's me. Well, I don't mind muzzling corgis.
Pokemon.
Here, you can get that on.
Totally different than Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon.
A Cubone is a Pokemon. Thank you, Mr. Boutram.
I'm out. I'm just saying, like.
I got double whack from Michael Castle.
I see that. Yeah.
Yes, I know it's not a muzzle. I'm not saying it's literally a muzzle. It just the poor dog is being muzzled as a result of this.
Blame Pooch for the muzzle comment. That's all I'm gonna say. No,
it's not a tumor. It's not a muzzle.
We're never gonna get through this video.
We're halfway.
That's awesome.
That's a good use for a failed print. I like that.
I like that. Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot.
What if you need the
All right. I have one of these not in clear. What did they print this? Is this resin?
Must be resin. I can't imagine that one's actually functional. You think it's functional?
Well, it looks like it. Let me see here.
Is it strong?
My eyes are watering. Yeah, it looks like
it's got the tuning knobs down below.
It's got the pegs. It's got the bridge.
The machine.
I can't tell if it has strings or not, but it is really sweet. Now,
hey, you know what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You and Todd, ugly violin.
Oh man, I'm actually going to be printing one of these eventually. I have a. It's sitting right over here. I have a full printed violin, electric violin. We just haven't put it together yet. Lindsay plays the fiddle, and in her band, she actually plays an electric 5-string violin.
Ooh, cool.
So we were going to put it together and do whatever.
I want to see some of that, man. That's
there you go. Make one for Lindsay. Schultz net. I think this is Gary. Gary, is that you? I'm pretty sure it is. Gary? If it is, hi Gary. He just got a 3D printer recently, and he has his first HotMakes tonight.
Yes.
I know. I think it's like a week, maybe 2 weeks in. I can't remember. What was it? What about the tone? What about the tone wood?
Well, the tone of wood. So the reason luthiers and stuff made out of specific types of wood.
You've never heard
resonance.
You've never heard the tone of resin. I don't know. Right.
Resin resonance.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody loves the BB-8.
Look how the official, scientific that BB-8 is.
A 16.
Good door. I don't know that I would trust that door lock to anything terribly critical.
A 16-year-old guy with nosy parents. This is by far the most useful print. Oh my god!
I love how he ran out of screws. He's only got 3 screws holding it on. Also, just holding it onto the molding. Also, if you just open it a little bit, it'll probably just snap off. But good attempt, buddy.
That's phenomenal. Hey, you know what though? If he designed this and everything, good job. The print looks really good. Mom, the meatloaf.
That latch is 3D printed, painted a lot of cat work here today. This is what I would know as an outcome of Schrodinger's cat, a positive outcome, I suppose.
Which one? Which one's printed? The top one or the bottom one?
I'm gonna guess it's the top one. That's a micro cat, and those are all the rage these days. It's like a potbelly pig, but micro cats.
Oh,
micro cats.
Oh God. All right, I like this.
That's a cool chess set. Not inherited.
Yeah, but 3D printed.
Give it to your kid someday, and it will be inherited.
There you go. 3D printed vases, nice.
What does that mean? Gives plastic bottles a second life.
There's a plastic bottle inside there.
Okay,
and it looks like
the bottle itself wouldn't be cool if it didn't have the print around it.
It looks like the top picture shows plants down into that plastic bottle, probably holding the water.
Okay.
But the vase, the vases around it, probably give it a cool look without being, I don't know.
Is it printed around it? Like, do you think they did a print pause?
That's what it looks like.
And went around, but there's not a lot of clearance, and it's unclear how that's actually. It looks like it's just kind of sitting over it there.
I think they paused it and threw it in the center and just let it go around. That's my theory, but how
these other ones look open at the bottom, so maybe I don't know, but it's a cool. It'd be a good idea. I mean, you certainly could do that if you had the right clearance for your
ship in a bottle.
Yeah. You can do a lot of ship in a bottle kind of stuff with 3D printers, right?
Yes. The wedge would what? I don't know what just happened.
A wedge would have worked.
PLA casting would be better. I don't know. We must have missed something, but all right. It's cool though. Nice. All right. I could get behind that.
Pretty cool. Pen / stylus. I like that.
You yell, Sarah.
Not the right edge.
Sarah. All right. Dragon Con, made with a 3D printer. With
a lot of printing. A lot of printing. Awesome. Pretty epic though.
I love seeing these. I mean, there's.
I've seen some pretty good videos of those that where they're actually like. Roboticized. I don't know, where like the spoilers all flip up on the Iron Man and all that stuff, and the face. Pretty cool.
Your chat is out of order, or your video is out of sync. I'm not sure what you mean.
You're out of order.
You're out of order.
You can't handle the prints.
Someone must be commenting, or something. What's up? What's up, Mike? All right. What we got next? Hit me with it.
Mechatronic animal.
Oh, I love this one.
That's a good one.
I love this lamp.
That's a good lamp.
That's a cool lamp. I really do like that one. There we go.
Oh. All right, man. 6 months of printing on an Up Mini.
Oh my God. Let's talk about
printing
that whole thing on an Up Mini.
That's a lot of glooping.
And perseverance, like you said. Holy.
How many failed prints do you suppose?
I don't know, but can you? I mean, the way it looks really good. But you could only print. What is the Up Mini? It's like smaller at the end.
I have the Up 2 Mini, and it's like 150 by 150. It's tiny.
It's my God!
It's a beast for ABS, but it is not a large print area.
That's some dedications. Yes, it is. Holy crap. I mean, like, I can't even imagine. I mean, 6 months, he says, but can you imagine how much piecing together he had to do? Oh, man. Nice work.
Yeah, you and Todd says 150.
Ooh. Fully articulated mesh gown worn by burlesque icon.
Dita Von Teese. Dita Von Teese.
Did Shori do this?
Shori's aware of it, I'm sure, but I don't think that was actually Shori. I'd be curious how the articulation actually works. Is it like chainmail style? Is it
right?
Flat? It's probably not flexible. I don't know. Flex filament.
Uh,
That's very specifically sized, though. Obviously.
you and Todd says that thing looks like it would chafe like a. So
not for you, Ewan. Huh?
if it was worn by a burlesque icon, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Yeah, I'm curious about the articulation too. We'll just say that. Mr. Buttram says STL.
STL, bro.
Oh god, TPU. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. All right, I like this music. Nice.
There's a brain.
A brain from an MRI. I like that.
Andrew Sink did a bit on that. If you want to learn how to take your MRI and turn it into a STL.
You just did that recently, right?
No, this was actually probably it was a couple of years ago now.
Someone just did one recently, I think.
Oh, okay. This is wild, man. Look at this.
How do you put it on? Yeah.
How do you even visualize that? Like, that's the way people's minds work, where they're like, I want this weave pattern, right?
I mean, at first glance, these look like claws or teeth or something, and I realized it comes out and like branches out into this, and
it's like the sarlacc teeth.
Yeah,
rims.
It's just a spinner.
Yeah, spinners. Pretty epic spinner. You just said that.
Yeah, I saw Proper Printing. He's doing some rims. He just put out a video about that recently too. A tapeworm, someone said. Oh, is that in response to how to put the dress on, or is that in response to the rims?
Pretty sure the rims, yeah. $250 of gap. It'd be funny to find that on the side of the highway.
Yes.
So
yes.
I keep pause it a second. I keep seeing these articles on 3D printed houses, right?
Right.
And it's like, oh, we did this in one day for less than 11K. Right. And I'm like, is it really 11? Is it like 11K in materials? Because I can't imagine a company is going to have that specialized equipment, bring that out to you, print that thing up, and not be charging more than that. Is that just me?
That's a good question. I think we did trying to remember if we did it on this one or was community showcase still, but I did pull up an article and it was about 3D printed houses and how they're doing them all over. And really it's basically extruding concrete, right?
Right.
And then you got to finish it like you see the windows and stuff in the top there. But I wonder if the whole thing is 11K or if it's 11K to come up, set up, and print, and then you finish it, with everything else inside. I'm not sure. It is tiny though. Yeah, that right there, that's a tiny house.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd love to see more details. So I have a couple friends that are structural engineers, and they get asked about this stuff all the time, and I'm sure there's a lot of developments happening rapidly around this. But when you're
right,
when you're concerned about seismic issues and all that stuff, like what is being done to are they embedding rebar in the thing? Like, that number seems really low to me. Maybe if it was material only, but again, like, hey, if I could really pay somebody 11K and get a little space like that, well, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that or not.
Well, there's companies that are doing, what is it, 500 square foot houses. It's like, I think it was like 4K or something like that, and it was 8 hours. I mean, you have the shell in 8 hours.
Huh.
And there's some really cool videos out there. I was kind of watching some of them, just how they lay down, and there's some really good ones that get like right up where the nozzle is, and you can actually watch it laying layer by layer down. It's really cool.
I don't think I would want to live in a rounded wall house like that. How do you fit your furniture in there?
I'm out. Yeah, I don't. I mean, this is definitely like the tiniest of tiny. I'm guessing like
a hobbit, maybe.
Maybe it's just a place to stay. I know some people are doing like homeless communities are doing tiny houses and little like 200 square foot places to sleep kind of thing. What I like about the idea of 3D printing a house like this, if you go to for instance, a third world country that gets wiped out by these hurricanes every year or every other year. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They really have, a lot of them are shacks. They're not really well built houses, and that's the reason why everything gets wiped out. But if you start throwing these concrete houses in, if I was a billionaire or even like a millionaire, and I could go to one of these countries and say, here you go, I'm going to print a neighborhood of 500 square foot houses in these concrete, structure. You guys do whatever you want with them afterwards. I'll give you the structures, all that. If these hurricanes come, they might wash them out, but you'll still have the structure when it's done, I don't know. That's my theory. That's my rant. I don't know. I don't know why I went off on but I think it's a really cool idea for places like that because the sun's really not going to hurt them that bad. And when you get all that water and stuff, you just rinse them. When I was in like Todos Santos, Mexico, we stayed in a hotel room, and literally the whole room was concrete, and then a mattress on a concrete, bed. All the dressers were made of concrete. Everything in the room was concrete, and they said because when the hurricanes come, they can just rinse the room out and start over.
There's something nice about being able to hose down your house. So,
all right. I love it. I'm 100 air.
Yeah.
That must be it.
Yeah. Nice. Anyway, that was a good smattering of different fun little things, and I was just surprised at how many of those I hadn't seen before. Given all the stuff. It depends on what circles you run with, right? Like a lot of people, if like you're really big on there's a huge Reddit groups and stuff and 3D printing and stuff, and so there's a whole bunch of just different makes that we don't see being more focused in say traditional Facebook, Instagram, Twitter spaces. But
I think I have a couple pennies that make me a penny here. Oh man. So I think those are cool. That's fun. We should do it. We should do that more often. And I think we should throw it out there. If anyone out there has a video you want us to react to, make sure it's appropriate.
Are we gonna pre-screen this? Because I feel like we're gonna get punked big time if we just open it up for virgin reactions.
Right. Shoot us, email me, or tag it with HotMakes or something out there, and we'll find it. But that was fun. I think seeing a lot of different things was cool. I think it would be fun to have one video, maybe of a build. We should find one that's a build. It starts like this and ends like this. That'd be kind of cool too. Yeah. These guys are awesome.
So old curmudgeon, his whole comment on Reddit having more noobs asking questions. By no means am I advocating that Reddit is the place to be necessarily. My only point is that there's a lot of different communities out there that we are involved in and at different levels, and so a lot of times I'm appreciative of the fact that people kind of bring stuff that have been focused on in other places into the areas I am, because I don't have the time to go to all these different places,
right. I splurged on today. I got 2 bottles of lemonade and a whole what does that say?
34 pence. I think he's a Brit.
That's awesome. I love it. And like I said, 3D Misprinter says, oh my, this leaves up so many things open. Yes, if you want to see us respond, we'll do that once in a while. That'll be fun.
And we can do our icons, our thumbnails. Woo! The reaction video thumbnails are the best.
I like it.
The most wild one you can possibly.
I don't know, but I don't have time to be on Reddit. I barely have. People are awesome. They add me to the Discord channels. I just don't have time to do all that, especially with the baby now. It's hard.
People love Discord, man, and I'm not opposed to it. I mean, it seems like a neat idea, but for some reason, I've just never gotten into Discord the same way. I don't know. It's like you. It's like you kind of have to pick your battles, right? Pick your places. Pick your poison.
Right. Oops. No, I just totally.
So the draw of Discord is that you can do audio, video. It was really big in the gaming space originally. Is that what it was designed for? Really?
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yes, I'm definitely listening. I don't know if you just watched the document, but I totally jacked it all up.
We're flying by the seat of our pants now, everybody.
I was deleting a line, and I caused a whole bunch.
Wiped the whole thing. Go to the track changes. Revert.
There we go. So what time we got? I don't even know. 41.
I know, dude. That took a while, but we're not known for being brevity We're known for levity, not brevity.
That's okay. It was fun. I liked it.
No.
All right, what do we got here? Let's jump into some hot makes. You know, I haven't played the Hot or Not like trailer in a while. We haven't done that.
Like since last week. Right.
No, I mean like the actual let's see.
Not.
This one.
Just really makes me want to drink my iced coffee out of a brandy snifter.
I love it. All right, let's jump into some hot makes of the week.
Let's do it.
It's another. Yeah, we got some cool stuff here. I think we're full screen as we can get. All right, what we got? Phoenix. The Grim Reaper. What was that?
Look at the Grim Reaper from Phoenix.
Elegoo Mars.
Huh?
There we go.
Wow.
Nice. Looks like we still got to on that picture. Looks like we still got some supports on there, but it looks good. I learned doing a video recently that you can overexpose a clear resin or any resin for that matter.
Overexpose it, really?
Yeah, or overcook it and like let's see. I don't even know if
that's interesting.
Yeah, I learned that.
So then that's a configuration then when you're setting up your look at that.
Look at this little look at this little aria.
Okay. So it's a little cloudy.
Like this one I put out in the sun.
Okay.
And it was clear when I put it out in the sun. This one's not bad. But I have some that I was playing with the Anycubic wash and
so you're talking about when you're doing the final cure, not like it's not a laser setting for like how long the laser is like
exactly when you're curing it. Yeah,
I got you.
Little aria. This thing is tiny. I mean, it's the size of this is a micro SD card next to it. So I mean, it's tiny. It's very tiny. But I learned that if you cook them too long while you're curing them, they turn yellow and brown.
Right. Well, over time, just the more UV isn't that one of the things with resin is like they will degrade over time, like they lose integrity because they're just subjected to more and more UV, and that will eventually make them more brittle. Is that correct?
Probably. Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe the idea is to clear, like spray them with some clear coat when you're done, so they don't do that. But I'm talking about the initial curing, and I screwed that up, and I cured stuff too long for my video. So I was like, what's going on?
There's some teachings. There's some teachings.
I learned thanks to Robbie Mack. Robbie Mack helped me out there. All right, what do we got next here? Hey, this is Gary. He's in the chat as well today. Gary just got his 3D printer maybe a week or two ago. I think 2 weeks ago now, tops.
So this is large or LG?
I believe that's large. I want to say large.
Where's the banana, Gary? We have no sense of scale.
The banana for scale. If you're still listening, Gary, tell us how big this is. The print looks amazing, by the way.
It's nice element.
That's
good
clean.
Sheen.
Yeah.
Good stitch.
It looks really good for a brand new Ender 3 Pro, I believe he got. And brand new into 3D printing. This is, it's got to be his slice then too.
Good choice.
Very, very good. Nice work. Nice work.
What's the supports look like on that for the teeth, or with the multiple? This I love.
This I love too. I think everybody in the world loved it. Schultz says it's 5 inches tall. Nice.
5 inches. Okay.
Nice. So this is amazing. Here, we gotta watch it. I really like this. Whoever came up with this idea this is awesome. You know, and I believe they just figured out what to do with the filament pieces you can't print with at the end of your roll.
Right. It's just a really, really creative idea.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is it takes away you don't realize it's 3D printed. It makes it look that much more professional because it breaks up your eye. It doesn't go to the layering and stuff in the same way. Not that it necessarily would have. It just depends on the print.
Right.
But the effect that just having various colors and stuff in there, it really would make you stop and pick it up and look at it. So it's a good conversation piece for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look at these comments. This thing blew up pretty good. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, very clever.
Nice work. Terry, I think you tagged this one, didn't you?
I did tag that. I love it. Practical prints, good prints, making kids happy. It's a win all around. That's hotness in my book.
Yeah, no, Terry did an awesome job. He designed a pulley and a bracket for the kids for the kids play center, and then they can fill it with water balloons and pull a bucket up. But this is right here. I don't know if it's hard to see, but right here is what he designed. It's a little bracket here and a pulley. That's awesome.
Is Terry with us tonight? I'm curious how that's holding up.
I haven't seen him online yet, I don't think, but nice work. Also, don't forget, if you're watching this and you haven't looked in the description, there is a link to a Google Doc that will show you, that will give you all the links that you see for all the stuff today. So, and for the past shows as well. So any of the stuff that we tag as HotMakes or guests we have on, that kind of thing, you can find the links in there. This was awesome.
Yes.
The marathon paint job. Walk away, leave it alone to see tomorrow. Printed in 3D Hero Amazon ABS on a Fusion 3D print F410. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think I've ever heard of that
either.
But here, I better do this. I mean, why not? Sure, why not?
Just follow all of the people. Yeah,
follow them all. But this is awesome.
The interrogation droid.
Yeah. And yes, definitely a marathon.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice work, though. The paint is phenomenal.
Good detail.
Yeah. And I could see why maybe he had to take a break, or they had to take a break. I'm not sure if it was a he or she, but let's see.
Looks like a lot of pretty awesome making going on in that workshop, man. Look at all that goody stuff.
For sure.
This
is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see this done. It's gonna be cool. Nice work. It's Matthew Nichols. Nice work. What we got next here?
Geeky Faye.
Yeah. Here. Oh, if I can open it. There we go. Look at that.
Oof.
That's awesome.
It's like she's got a scissor. Half of Joel's haircutting scissors. Right there.
He's coming to cut the other half of the hair, huh?
It's a heck of a design, man.
Right.
Geeky Faye's got a lot of talent.
Nice work, yeah. That's pretty awesome. I know she commented a bunch here. Let's see. It took 8 months or so to do it. Learned a lot of lessons. Got a lot of tips. I was kind of seeing what they printed it on, but
I think her Mark III.
Okay.
She, I know she's got a Mark III, or she did. She had to get it serviced. It's probably been.
Oh, that's right. I saw that picture.
Yeah,
that's right. Oh, this one was great.
Heavily used from that. Yep.
I'm not sure if he's with us tonight, but it's a dwarf cocky.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's been doing some stuff on his channel, but I haven't seen him. I trying to think. I caught up to him in a stream recently, and he said, "Sorry, I haven't been on. He just was in a funk or something." But I know he's been doing some stuff on his channel.
And that happens. I know it. We kind of go through these cycles, right? And I think that's a good thing. Honestly.
I miss his tags. Zolan, I think, took over as winner this week for tags.
Nice.
But the dwarf cocky, I can't even say that, dwarf cocky. All right. Next, the project
dwarf cocky.
Yes.
Good old FDL. Yep.
Yeah, with Alien Sucker, Alien News, and Atomic Amethyst Violet, which is a great color.
Good color.
Loving it. I need one. I think I'm just gonna have to buy a kit from them.
It's a awesome
I mean,
blaster, dude. It's so cool. They're pricey, but they're so fun. You cannot fire that thing without having just a big old
oh yeah,
eating grin on your face.
I got to fire them at Earth this year, and Joe. Let's see. 3D Maker Noob had his there, and he let me fire his. And then Joel Telling had his there, and they let me fire his. And then they had the backpack. You know, you put that bad boy on, and it was like
With the
full
balls.
auto. Oh, I can't even. You know what? The whole. You're gonna laugh at this. I was having issues with sound at Earth with that new microphone I bought, and that whole segment at Earth. I mean, that whole segment. The sound and all that didn't get recorded. I was very sad about it. And it wasn't batteries. It wasn't batteries.
It wasn't batteries. Don't worry, man. You're going to get it one of these days. Oh, good. Look, a wine sipping cup topper.
Yes. So,
that's pretty epic right there. I like it.
I destroyed a MacBook Pro by filling it with red wine. Today, I fixed the problem forever. Yes. We all need one. A great print too, by the way. It looks awesome.
Tops for adults. STL.
Yeah, Joe, Zolan tagged this one, and I love people's memes, but that's phenomenal. As long as the glass didn't break, if it tipped over, and then it would kind of defeat the purpose. But as long as the glass didn't break, this is perfect. You could probably buy that in the store for like $10 a piece.
Nice.
Oh, this is one you tagged.
Yep. I've seen a couple of 3D printed speakers and stuff, but I like this. He's actually using 3D print pretty much for everything. I think except for the coils for the drivers.
Right.
And he's got TPU for the what do you call that part? The shock. I don't know, whatever. And but it seems like he and I love that he's just been sharing his whole process along the way of results. And so anyway, I'm excited to kind of keep following this project along.
It's cool. I'm
Polymate diaphragm. Yes, thank you, Mike.
I'm digging the jams. But yeah, it's I think I chatted. I said I need this. He said as soon as it's
Is it happy and lives up to his expectations?
I'm in.
Like a true artist, man. Yeah.
I will definitely print that. Why not? That would be cool. All right, what do we got next? Let's see. Oh, the Vortex from, how do you say this? Kid John Design. Sorry, I can't say that word, but my bad. Came out so nice. Deserves a separate share. This was on an Artillery Genius and 3 different filaments. Look at this. That's nice.
Very nice.
I love the water in here with the waterfalls, and I really love everything they incorporated with the rocks here, and then you get the the water in here.
Still that water, man. How that it just nestles in there. I want to see that thing go together. It's obviously the the outer shell, then the blue, then the silver.
Yeah,
mists in there. It's just a neat design.
Phenomenal. And the colors he chose were good. The contract's perfect. But I don't. This is mesmerizing to me. The water area, it's just like whoa. It looks like it's flowing water, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wrong print, Robbie Mac. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. I'm printing this right now on the Ender 3. Nice.
The sippy cup?
I'm not sure. Sarah, what are you printing on your Ender 3? I must it must have been the sippy cup because they were talking about that and the speakers. Alcohol is a known carcinogen. The plastic just adds more flavor.
Is it now?
Nice. The Keep. That's what she's printing. Nice.
The Keep.
All right. Inspire 3D. Last but not least for today, Apollo from Animal Crossing, designed and printed and painted in 3 days. Look at that. That's pretty good.
It's like the modern Sam the American Eagle.
Yes.
noble.
Very cool. I never played Animal Crossing, so I don't know the character,
Me,
but
me neither. That's another thing I've missed out on, like Game of Thrones and just things that Pooch hasn't done.
right.
Animal Crossing.
Do we need
Animal
to,
Crossing's been super what's that? The Tiger King that everybody watches during it's like COVID time.
you got to
thing,
see
right?
Tiger King. You got to get
I'm
into
aware of what it is. It's like this is a dumpster fire on wheels. Just the whole thing is just
it's
epic.
but
trash.
it's like you can't turn away. Once you get like 2-3 episodes in, you just
Like
can't
watching a
turn
train
away. It's amazing, by the way. And I don't want to say it on air, but she definitely did it, if you know what I mean. I don't know if anyone out there, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want her to come after me. But anyways, let's see. No, guess what time it is?
Is it time to rant? Oh my god! Rant! All right, just go in. Maximize. Listen. This is the rant for today, and this is driving me absolutely bonkers. And it happens to me in two different ways, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's the speed I work at or whatever. But the first one that I got to show you guys, and you tell me if this happens to you too. But I'm probably one of the few people that actually uses like the Siri suggestions shortcuts on my phone a lot of the time. And what I hate about it, and I'll tell you a more common one that you probably experienced as well, is that when I'm trying to get quickly to the app that I want to go to, oftentimes it'll lag in updating the thing, and so by the time I pull it down and go to tap the icon I'm about to, it reshuffles the latest suggestions and puts another icon in there just as I hit it and opens it up, and it drives me fucking bonkers, man. Like every time it gets me, and it's like you think I know, just like stop and wait, but the whole point is that it's supposed to be fast, right? And so the more common one that you probably come across is if you're waiting for a web page to load, if you have a slower connection or the web page is poorly built, when you go to click on something and then the images like load, and so you're about to click a link and then the images push all the text down and you miss the link, and then you click on the ad by mistake and it takes you somewhere else, and then 10 pop-ups come up. It's maddening. Like, how is it that it's 2020 and we haven't come up with some technology to just like lock your links in place and just put the little, broken image or whatever it is, so my links aren't jumping around as I'm trying to rapidly and efficiently click on my webpage? End rant.
I love it. You got people fired.
You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do, but I use Android. Like most people say, I use Android. So no,
there's no getting around it. Like it's just a function of how it's built. And even if you're using Android, it's the same thing. If it happens on a web page, there are ways to build web pages so that there's placeholders, so that you don't have you can have lazy loaders. You can do all kinds of other stuff.
Everyone's telling you to switch to Android. Switch to Android.
Llama's with me. Thank you, Llama.
Oh, God.
Switch and click. That's right. It's bait and click. This is not an Android versus Apple rant. Quality rant.
I love it. I love it. If you guys like the rant this week, give us a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up on and yeah, that's the intensity of the rant we were waiting for.
Pure emotion. Emotion. And we didn't even get time for some Pooch's Sexy or You hair tips of the week, because I get people asking me about the hair tips all night. You're making fun of my hair.
The hair tips of the week. Don't ask me today.
We'll have to save it. We'll have to save it for next time.
Yeah. I love it.
But I had some good tips. So here's a teaser. When you're working on 88% IPA. This is just a little bit right there.
Oh man.
Not 100%, not 70%, 88%. Also, the amount of miles per hour you need to travel time.
I'm just curious if that's moisturizing or if we're defeating the purpose of conditioner when we do that. I'm not sure.
It's good. It's good for the hair. Good for the mouthwash.
Yeah. I heard breath. It cleans up your breath quick. Huh?
It's all the bacteria. It's a perfect tip in the time of COVID. And then worst case, you don't got to just put a hat on. Okay.
I love it. That is amazing. Hang on. Let me just blow you up for a minute.
It's hard.
That's the Coors Light hat, huh?
That's this is actually made of beer. Now I did before you get all excited. I didn't make it myself. I got it on. I don't think they exist anymore, but I got it on beerhats.com. But the craftsmanship is actually pretty amazing. It is literally made out of Coors Light cases, and they had them at one point for like every kind of beer, Milwaukee, Labatt, whatever you needed. Pretty epic.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's on the printer? Someone asked.
You'll never guess.
Tell me it's not Shields or
Sports.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Nice. Takes your breath away permanently. Oh man. Cool. Well, I tell you what, that was let me pop this back in there. I just realized we're just showing you today. That's okay. Phenomenal. Pooch looks like Ted Nugent with the hat on. That's what someone said there.
Well, I didn't have my bow. Ted Nugent, you need a bow, the bow and arrow.
You got to have that, yeah. So if you guys didn't notice too, before we bail, one of the benefits of hitting 10,000 subscribers or more on YouTube is that you get stories now, like the little stories things that pop up.
Yeah.
It takes a few weeks or 3 or 4 weeks or whatever, but it finally worked. And so I have stories now. So check that out on YouTube. I mean, I think you just go to your YouTube app or whatever, and you look at stories, and you can click on any of them. But I did one right before the show. I'm just trying to work that into the routine a little because I want to have a little fun with that. I know we are a couple minutes. Do we have one more minute?
I'm gonna go check out your stories. Tell me a story real quick.
I gotta show you something. Everybody needs to see it. I posted this to stories recently. So yeah. I had my first wedding for my other business on Saturday, and I officially found. Let me see if I can get it. All right, let me share my screen here. This is the most creative beer bong I've ever seen. So what you're seeing here is a funnel,
right?
And you're not sure what this is, right? It looks like a funnel into something. But as we go through, you can see people dumping their drinks in there and all that happy stuff. Yeah, that's a duck decoy.
Okay.
That is a duck decoy where we're dumping our drink straight into the bottom end of this duck.
Right.
And then drinking it out of the bill.
And that's how they do it on Duck Dynasty. The Tiger King of 2018.
Duck bong, yes. I called it the duck chug. You could call
duck
it
chug, yeah.
Whatever you want. Gary called it the duck bong. Oh yeah,
that is gross.
So this is our bride room, and yeah.
So this is wrong at so many levels.
Oh
jeez.
I had to show that because I don't know where else you could go to a wedding on a Saturday night and throw your beer in the bottom end of a duck and drink out of it. It was amazing. It was the best.
So Wisconsin? Is that a very Wisconsin thing?
It was awesome. They had a duck call at every table.
Oh,
and,
right.
It was amazing. That's how they got people to kiss. They had to blow the duck call or something.
Oh.
And they're big outdoors people. Okay. But I think my opinion, that was the most creative beer bong I've seen in a long time, hands down.
What did they call it? Did they call it a beer bong out of a duck? A duck bong?
I was talking to the groom, and he's like, everyone said I should bring some beer bongs, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, I got an idea. That's what he told me, and the next thing you know, he drills a hole in a duck butt, drills a hole in a duck beak, and the best part is that funnel is attached by fishing line, so you can't lose your funnel off the duck. And it was awesome. They were dumping beers in them. They were dumping their full drinks in them.
Creativity knows no bounds.
It was phenomenal. If they're watching, congratulations.
Who says, awesome. I need to bring some beer bongs to a wedding? Who says that?
Wisconsin. Don't you know we drink? That's what we do here. We just drink. I mean, it's Wisconsin, right? If BV3D was here, he'd have a comment for sure. Oh man, there's a lot of comments blowing it up. But I had to show you guys that I did throw that on a quick story over the weekend, and then I took it down after a little while. Why do they kneel down? You got to kneel to do a beer bong. I mean, why not? I don't know.
Well, historically, you kneel down to do a beer bong because somebody has to hold the beer bong like so much higher, and you can't unless you have
whatever floats your duck. Funny.
Meanwhile,
be expensive with all them bills. Good one. Toilet bong next. That could be. We actually have something out here called the toilet bowl. It's the day after New Year's, and it's they usually have like a football game, and they have a parade. There's like a 2-block parade, and the people just go around the block a whole bunch of times, and then you teepee the parade. Yeah,
teepee the parade.
And people stand on each side of the street, and they throw teepee back and forth. I mean, little did they know it was going to be like $40 a roll by the end of by the time they were done. But
yeah, major flex being these days.
Right. But anyways, I digress. I had to show you the duck chug or the duck bong, whatever you want to call it. Gary's right. Beer and cheese, Wisconsin. That's about right. The only thing they didn't have in there is cheese, I hope.
Cheese beer.
No, I hope there was no cheese in there. That'd be weird.
Actually, get a big block of Swiss and then bore a hole through that and then do a beer. That would be very
you could probably do that. Yeah.
Absolutely could do that.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out to another Hot Makes. We really appreciate it. Pooch, awesome rant today and great idea with the new segment. I really like that. We'll bring that back for sure.
Yeah.
Cheddar beer. Cheese whiz. Oh, man. They're blowing up the chat. I love it. You guys rock. I really appreciate it. I'm going to jump back in there. It's baby 30 for me, so I'm going to go take over the baby time. But
happy baby.
Have a great week. Stay safe. And 3D Jimmy, we're going to miss you, man. Later, guys.
Love y'all. Be good.